Mahdi Shehu tackles Nigerian Islamic clerics for keeping mum amid hardship after promoting Tinubu Shetima Muslim ticket in mosques and others. Can you imagine? This Mahdi Shehu, PDP chieftain, I'm sure, okay, is not tackling Islamic clerics for keeping quiet, okay, over the Nigerian hardship, over the hardship that APC government has put all Nigerians after they have promoted Tinubu Shetima Muslim tickets in churches, in mosques, and everywhere. It's quite bad. So the only question we're asking Mahdi here, now you are in PDP supporting Atiku, how could it have been for Buhari to finish as a northerner 8 years and then Atiku will take over again as a northerner 8 years? And that's why people are saying that APC Muslim ticket is bad, even though the president from the south. PDP Muslim Christian ticket is bad because it was to retain presidency in the north after Buhari's 8 years. So the only option we have now is the Labour Party that has not been there, and we have a Christian Muslim ticket. That is it. And that retains power in the south. So if not for this Emiloko of APC, and it is my turn of PDP Atiku, I must rule Nigeria, I tell you, if everybody had supported Labour Party, it would have been a very peaceful nation by now. Unfortunately, it is not because of politicians' selfish interest. A businessman in the northern Nigeria, Mahdi Shehu, has lambasted Islamic ulamas for keeping quiet, amid growing hardship in the country, rising insecurity and killings in the country under President Bola Tinubu's government. According to Shehu, the Islamic clerics went silent after convincing Nigerians, especially the Muslims, to believe that Muslim ticket of Tinubu and Kashim Shettima was best for them. Shehu said before the 2023 general elections, Islamic clerics, including sheikhs, malams, and ulamas, sold the Muslim ticket of the All Progressive Congress APC to their followers, convincing them to believe that no Christian of northern extraction was worthy of being the vice president of Nigeria. Shehu, who described the Muslim ticket as venom, said the Muslim clerics promoted and projected an unwholesome Muslim ticket. He said, I am asking this question because prior to the 2023 general elections, many sheikhs, with a few exceptions, many malams, with a few exceptions, ulamas, with a few exceptions, were all over. They took over the pulpit of their mosque. They took over the microphones. They were in all media houses, in all public gazettes, promoting the venom of Muslim ticket in wholesale and retail. Oh boy. Say it was in wholesale and retail. I say it is a venom because in a country with millions of Christians and followers of other influencers, with other influences others than the Muslims, you can't tell me that there is no Christian worth his own soul and name that can be the vice president from the northern extraction. That is clearly unthinkable and and they know that it is not justifiable and that there is no justice, no equity, no fairness in that Muslim ticket. But they went ahead for some very clear reasons to promote, protect, and project that an unwholesome Muslim ticket. Can you imagine? It was said that an unwholesome Muslim ticket. Okay, they influenced their congregations, quoted verses of the Quran, interpreted those verses to serve their own purposes. Before you know it, it was all over in wholesale and retail. Majority of the people were convinced that Muslim ticket is justifiable, and we saw the results, especially in the Northwest and the Northeast. They sold the ticket even though 14 million people in Nigeria said no. The voices of Obi and the voices of Atiku said no. In uniform, over 14 million said no. Only 8 million people that are still doubtful vote into the booby trap. Now it is Muslim ticket at play, increasing hunger, starvation, and insecurity all over the horizon. People are traumatized, confused, bewildered, and dislocated. Everybody today in Nigeria is on his own. Everybody for himself. God, survival of the fittest, and the devil take the hindermost. Oh boy. This man, right. I tell you. So he has written so many things. Tell me a Christian from Taraba, Nasarawa, Kogi, Kwara, Kebbi, Kaduna, Sokoto, Bauchi, or Gombe. Tell me the benefit you will derive by voting Obi, and the answer is that there is none. So what is he trying to say now? Okay, so what they're trying to say is a very negative narrative that was sold against the Labour Party and Peter Obi. So if you want to know the answer is true, go to Enugu, go to Aba, go to Newi, go to Akwa Ibom, go to every part of the southeast and ask for land to build a church. You will never have one. But all over the north, there are churches owned by people from the south. The land is owned by them. The church is owned by them. So what is this man trying to say here? I need to understand what Mahdi is saying in this regard. I just hope he's not also trying to sell to prove the point that the Christians in the north are better than the Christians in the south. So there's again another bad narrative of what he's trying to sell here. So all I know, if I'm to summarize Shehu Mahdi's view here, is to retain power in the north, which is an Islamic agenda. Okay, which is that is the issue here. You cannot sell that idea anymore. That power must remain in the north. It cannot. Also, but they said they didn't campaign in mosque. May the Lord deliver his people from the wicked leaders. Thanks, Shehu Mahdi, for the unbiased, analysis. Okay, thanks for saying the truth. The truth is coming out, but these people said they didn't campaign in the mosque. The most deceptive religion is Islam. The issue is still not about religion, but this should be a big lesson to religious bigots. This Malam just admitted that many of them voted based on that bias. I just hope the lesson will be taken going forward, and it will be imbibed in all other facets of our national lives. Okay? Somebody say, thank you. God will judge all of us for our individual roles in the last election. Testing the microphone. That is the negative effect of attaching primordial sentiment in part of our everyday lives. See where they brought us to. Now everybody is feeling the heat. We have to stop and streamline sentimental perspective in our way of doing things. Exactly. Let them continue. They've done it during Buhari government. That is just the beginning. Gullibility of our people in North keep hurting them, and they are main victims, and they are the main victims. Exactly. On Tinubu's mandate, we shall all Pakistan. He did it in Lagos. Habi? God help us. So Shehu Mahdi is trying to, it's now because Atiku did not get it, he's trying to say the truth. If Atiku had gotten it, what would have been the implication? Presidency remaining in enough for 8 years after Buhari's 8 years. So it was even good that Atiku did not get it. That is the truth. So whatever Shehu Mahdi is saying, he's looking at the northern interest and not the interest of Nigeria. That is my summary of this view. So thank you for listening, and let's have yours as well for sharing.